What up? It's your boy 89, and we here with another episode of the 89 cast. You know what I'm saying? Last week, I was supposed to do an episode, but some of the subject matter that I wanted to talk about, I was like, I really don't feel like doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I did do a quick reaction video, but I didn't count it as an episode of 89 cast, where we were just sitting there listening and talking to the company man's video on the Drake iHeart situation. But just super busy week last week, so it's hard for me to be able to jump on and do a full 89 cast, but we're here today. And today we just got three things we're going to talk about. Going to do some reading, going to do some, just breaking down what we read and kind of getting our own interpretations of whatever it is going on, and also having some discussions about certain logic that has been going on in hip hop culture and our culture, which ties back to a video I did a few years ago. And we're gonna start off with that subject matter. This logic has to stop. And by that, a few days ago on Instagram, or maybe it was an interview, I don't know. But Say Cheese posted this, and it was Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez went on whatever platform, he talked to somebody, I don't know. And what he said was, where's it at? Let me see if I can find it. The exact words. I want to see the full picture. There we go. On so I guess this is a song on TDF featuring Destiny, LA County Jail. So I'm guessing this is a song. Tory raps, "Where was you, Nas? Has?" I don't know what the fuck that says. "When I was in Cali, effed up with no covers to bundle up. Only real nigga that helped me was Chris Brown. That really my brother, bro." He expands on this in Free Tory, revealing how Breezy's help meant to him. How much Breezy's help meant to him. "I had no real life, like access to my funds. I was fed up." So I'm guessing this was on the song. "I was fed up and my lawyer wanted over like $250,000 to represent me for the appeal. So, I started hollering at all my rap friends, my celebrity friends, and nobody was there. Niggas treated me like I was dead. And this I guess that's supposed to be nigga. I don't know. Chris Brown, I'll never forget it. Came out of nowhere. He just gave me the money. Look, bro, when you get outside, holla at me. Hope you come home." First of all, this looks bad. First of all, this looks bad. Second of all, okay, let's just break this down. First of all, you putting on a song, only person helping me out, Chris Brown. Okay, cool, whatever. First of all, this looks bad because of the history that's on Chris Brown. Like, I don't hold that against Chris Brown, because when that Chris Brown situation happened, I was a child. I remember it, but I was a child. That was such a long time ago. I'm not holding something. He was a child when it happened. I was a child when it happened. I'm not going to keep holding him up to something that he did when he was a kid and I was a kid. When the Chris Brown Rihanna situation happened, I was maybe 10, 11 years old. I'm not holding you to I just feel like that's very unrealistic to forever hold somebody down to a mistake that they made, when not only when you were a child, but when they was a child. I just feel like that's whatever. But you've been fighting to prove that you've changed, that you're a better person. So for you to help a person that has similar charges, but charges with domestic violence towards women, also to help them pay their lawyer fees, whether you thought that was a real nigga move or not, it just looks funny. And I feel like Tory Lanez exposing that, you kind of messing up what Chris Brown has going on by exposing that. I'm sure he don't care, but I feel like if I was on his PR team, if I was on Chris Brown's PR team or on Chris Brown's team or Chris Brown's manager, I'm like, bro, you're trying to rebuild your brand. You're trying to, move past the domestic violence thing that you had 15, 16 years ago. So for him to come out and say that his charge of having a weapon or whatever like that towards a woman, his charge of that, and you gave him money to support his case, it just looks bad on your part. First of all, that wasn't even my original part. This is my first time reading this part, and I feel like that looks bad on Chris Brown's part if he's trying to clean up, his reputation or like that. But second of all, the main reason why I wanted to talk about this is because we got to stop this entitlement. When people get in trouble, when certain things happen, people feel entitled to something from other people. Tory Lanez, he talks about how rich he is all the time, which of course I know that's regular rapper stuff. I'm a rapper, I understand. It's regular rapper stuff, talking about how much money you got, this and that. But you talk about how you are independent and this and that, and you owe $250,000 to pay your lawyer to do your kids for you and all stuff like that. You can't go on platforms saying Chris Brown's a real nigga because he gave me money when nobody else would. You do understand why nobody else would give you money, right? It's because it's a situation. I feel like a real person would tell you, hey bro, you messed up and you gotta, even if you feel in your heart of hearts, I'm innocent and I don't deserve, what is that outside? I don't deserve whatever I'm getting. Whatever evidence they got on you led to you being in the situation that you're in. You obviously did something to get into that situation. So to try and tear people down because they didn't give you a handout while you're suffering consequences of your action, I just feel like that kind of got to stop. And this goes into a video I made years ago when, what's his name? Was it Big Scar? When Big Scar passed away. What is that? Okay, that's my light. Okay, I'm wondering what that is. When Big Scar passed away, rest in peace, Big Scar, and his family were complaining that Gucci Mane didn't give them money for the funeral. He's not obligated to do that. He did do it. He showed receipts that he did do it, so y'all lied on him. But how you doing? How you doing? But the fact that people feel this obligation to getting money and getting handouts for situations that are either out of their control or that they have control over, like I put it on my Instagram story a few days ago. If I commit a crime, I get caught and I do time, I am not holding people to the standard of nobody put money on my books. Nobody was there for me. Like, if you call my phone and you talking, if you entertain my conversations and this and that, you checking up on me, that's fine. You don't got to put money on my books, but I'm not going to make somebody feel bad. I'm not going to say they not a real nigga. They not this and they not that because they didn't put money on my books while I'm suffering consequences of my actions. Nobody is responsible for me. If you didn't have the income or whatever like that to pay the lawyer for the case that you're in jail for, whatever like that, maybe you should have thought about that before you put yourself in a situation where you could wind up in jail and have to pay the lawyer the money for the thing. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that logic needs to stop at a certain point where all you want to do is point fingers and talk about what this person did, what this person didn't do, while you're sitting in jail for something you did do or that there was evidence of you doing. Now, I'm not saying 100% that Tory did it. I'm not saying 100% he didn't do it, but there's evidence to support either side. Well, there's evidence to support that you potentially did whatever you're locked up for. That's why you're locked up for it. It went to trial. They went through the evidence. This and that going on. It's happening for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And if you wasn't prepared for it, maybe you should have went on the stand and testified and proved your point that you didn't do it. But you didn't do it. You didn't go on the stand and testify and make your case as to why you're innocent. You didn't do that. So now you have to suffer the consequences of what you're doing. Now, I like Tory Lanez's music. I think he makes pretty great music. But at the end of the day, you had so many opportunities to not end up in this situation. So for you to go on your songs or do whatever you're doing and saying, man, I reached out to all my rap friends and nobody wanted to help me out. But Chris Brown, he a real nigga. Well, I'm pretty sure your rap fans have their own life that they have to deal with, their own people that they're having to send money to and help people out, buy houses, pay their mama bills, do this and that. Everything does not revolve around you. You don't know what that person's situation is to why they couldn't help you with your money. You can't just say, oh, they didn't want to help me out because they thought I was dead and they ain't real, they fake friends, they not really loyal. Maybe they had their own situations going on to where they didn't have the money, the funds to help you out. You're asking for $250,000 just like that. Chris Brown's been famous and rich since 2005, 2006. I'm pretty sure he has $250,000 drop. He's on tour. He's making money almost every day at this point. But for you to kind of hold that up against people is just crazy. What's up? How you doing? What am I talking? I'm talking about Tory Lanez complaining that nobody helped him out, gave him money for his lawyers while he's in jail for some bullshit that he probably did. I'm not gonna say he did, allegedly did. And I'm just saying, nobody should be responsible for the situation you put yourself in. If somebody says, no, I can't help you out, or no, I don't want to help you out, or hey, bro, that's your situation, They have the right to do that. You shouldn't be going on songs, basically sneak dissing people. Yeah, you shouldn't go on songs basically sneak dissing, saying, "Oh yeah, the only real nigga is Chris Brown because he helped me out." First of all, you putting Chris Brown in a bad situation because he's already has all these allegations and charges, and his reputation is already, you're an abusive man, this and that. So to say that this man that already has a past of violence against women help you out in your case with violence against women, it's just a stupid. It's just stupid. It's just a bad thing. But anyways, let's talk about the next thing. Biggie, rest in peace, Biggie. Rest in peace, Biggie's mom. Um, I saw this and this was very interesting to me. Biggie's mom, I feel like passed away maybe 2-3 weeks ago. So now all of a sudden, I'm gonna read this report from on WorldStar. The Notorious B.I.G.'s publishing, master, and publicity rights are reportedly close to being sold for 100 million to 150 million, with music publishing company Primary Wave as a prospective buyer. The deal expected to close in the coming weeks includes 50% of his publishing and masters, along with his publicity rights, covering his image, voice, and iconic lyrics. Primary Wave, which also owns catalogs for legends like Bob Marley and Whitney Houston, have not commented. The news comes shortly after the passing of Biggie's mom at age 78. So yeah. So I just find this interesting. I don't know the business behind Biggie's estate. If his mom had because it says 50% of publishing and master rights, so I'm guessing maybe she had 50 and someone else had 50. But I just find the timing so interesting that Biggie's mom passed away, and then a few weeks later his publishing and his likeness and all that goes up for sale for 100 to 150 million dollars. I don't know who owns it because it says 50%, so I might have to look further into this. Because maybe 50% goes to his mom and 50% goes to, I mean, not his mom, but his family. 50% goes to the Wallace family, and the other 50 goes to Primary Wave. Maybe that's how it goes. But I'm wondering who is selling Biggie's publishing, masters, and publicity rights. Is that Puff? Does Puff own that? And is Puff selling Biggie's stuff? Like I just want a little bit more information on what this. I'm gonna see if I can actually look it up right now. That's why I had put it down for something to talk about, because I was just like, Biggie's mom just passed away. So why is like almost instantly his stuff is going up? My name King A9, rapper, producer, whatever. King A9, YouTuber, Twitch stream. I do everything. I do a whole bunch of stuff. But King A9, Biggie publishing. Let me see if there's any updates on anything. Publishing for sale. But I just found it interesting that not that long after around sell for $100 million, both sets of rights include legal name and stage name. Who is selling? I want to know who's selling it. Biggie's in hologram. Miss Wallace also helped spearhead the renaming of Biggie's old Brooklyn block. Christopher, okay. It's reportedly up for 100 million, while master rights will add on between 30 million. Okay. Let's see. Various artists have seen massive profits from their music. Because the thing is, Biggie himself isn't selling his catalog. What you got going on? My hamster died a year ago. I was crying myself to sleep every night. I bet when you have a connection with even if it's a pet, when it just, death is not easy. Like Lil Durk said. Where are we at? The report states that by 2030, the publishing rights asset class will reach more than $10 billion. 100 million on master rights, blah, blah, blah. Either way, the deal will also include publicity rights. Have you been able to get another hamster or another pet, or are you still like, nah, I'm not ready for it yet? I feel like this is a Puff move. New in the ground, yeah, and people are selling stuff. SMH, yeah. I feel like this might be a Puff move. Maybe Puff is trying to get. Let me see. I'm who owns Biggie's estate? The rapper's estate is represented by Mark Pitts and Wayne Barrow, co-founders of Storm Entertainment, who previously worked with Wallace at Bad Boy Records. Okay. So it doesn't. Response estate reportedly selling. I just don't like that. I don't like the way that looks. I know how it feels to lose someone or pay. Yeah. It's something you don't never really get over. Because certain things will just remind you of moments and times with that person or that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's weird timing. So something look like these people owned his estate or represented his estate. I just feel like the timing on that is weird with Biggie losing his mom. I mean, with Biggie's mom being gone, and now instantly they're putting up his, like, was she trying to stop that? Was she trying to stop the sale? Crying, so to sleep. Yeah, things like that. It's a different conversation when it comes to, I don't know. Some people just hold it in. Sometimes they let it out, but some people just hold it in. You know what I'm saying? But I find it just weird that this is happening right after she passes. Like, maybe she was stopping it, like, no, I'm keeping my son's estate and this and that. So for it to all quickly go for sale, because now it looks like Puff has nothing to do with this. So this is just his estate trying to sell it for 150. It just looks shady. I don't like it. I'm gonna keep my eyes out for whatever's happening next in that story, but I don't like it. The mom passed away, and the next thing you know, his estate's going to sell for 150 million. Maybe they've been getting offers for those portions of his publishing, his image, and all stuff like that. And she's been like turning it down, like, no, I don't want to give up my son's masters, no. And now she's going, maybe they're like, this is the perfect opportunity. That's what it looks like, and I don't like it. But anyways, about to get the final subject. Kanye. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. So I saw this a few days ago. I was just scrolling on Instagram as I do, and I saw Kanye basically post something where he was teasing bringing back the Sunday service thing, where he was going around and performing with the choirs and stuff like that. The choir that allegedly he didn't pay and all the stuff like that. So for him to be teasing for it to be coming back, really weird. But I saw that and I was like, let me talk about that. But now I seen this article, which gives me a little bit more context of things I wasn't paying attention, because I saw the thing and I kind of just moved on. You know, understand what I'm saying? But it was still a thought in the back of my mind, because I'm like, oh no, he's going to try and exploit religion again to get people back on his side before he starts dropping a project. Because that's just what he does. First, he makes people mad. Then he goes into being super religious to start getting people to feel like, oh, he's doing better and this and that. Drops a project, rinse and repeat. So I feel like that's what he's doing now. But now, this article, I haven't read it yet, but the title says, Ye posts his photo of KKK robe after announcing return of Sunday service, outfit of the day. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna read this and see what's going on. Ye announced the return of Sunday service. I saw that. On Saturday, the 47-year-old rapper, formerly known as Kanye West, took to social media to reveal that his Sunday service choir events will be making a comeback. Sunday service returns, Ye wrote an Instagram stories post. I saw this as a regular post. I didn't see it as a stories post, accompanied by a screenshot of a text message exchange with Sunday service choir director Jason White. Just hours after the Sunday service announcement, the Chicago native, who recently made controversial remarks online regarding anti-Semitism and admiration for Hitler, posted a photo of white robes resembling those worn by the Ku Klux Klan white supremacist group. I didn't know about this. And this is what I'm trying to say, like, Kanye, I don't understand. He wants to make people mad, but then he wants to talk about how he's a man of God, but then he wants to do porn. Then he wants to, like, he contradicts himself, and he does it for attention. He's obviously doing it for attention. God bless his man, help him to cope. Amen. He's obviously doing this for attention, but it's just so many opposites of each other. It's just like, bro, at a certain point, I don't know if you want to get people's favor and people that like you, or you don't want people to like you. Where we at? Yes, Sunday service began in 2019 and ran sporadically through 2021. The events often live stream feature his gospel group performing at large gatherings in cities like Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, Detroit, Houston, Salt Lake City, and Washington. Let's see. In recent days, yes, continue making offensive remarks on social media, and that's the thing. I was just going to pull up the post and talk about that, but it's gone. So I'm pretty sure he took that down, or maybe his account got taken down. I don't know. Once he put the KKK stuff up, maybe they pulled his account down or something. I don't know. Wait. Including on March 6th, where he wrote, "See, I deleted Twitter. I deleted X. I subscribed. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. I deleted X because I had no purpose for it. I was tired of seeing nonsense. So I didn't even see this. I didn't see no post about it. Nobody really talked about it as far as I seen. But apparently he wrote on X, the next album got that anti-Semitic sound. My new sound called anti-Semitic. What? What? And it's called Bully. You're calling the album, you're naming the album. Am I the only one here? I don't know. The views are like, some people are coming in, some people are coming out. It's just different people. You naming the album Bully. You're calling the album, I think this is his rollout. His rollout is bullying people for no apparent reason. You're calling the album Bully and saying it has an anti-Semitic sound. Like, what? I don't understand. It is unclear if this is related to the release of his Bully album, which he teased at the beginning of 2025. He appeared to have plans to release Bully sometime this year, but it remains uncertain. Where you from, Cookie? Where you from? In February, Ye also made several anti-Semitic comments and expressed admiration for, yeah. I don't like it. I'm not interested. I haven't listened to a Kanye project since the first Donda, which was 2021. I really like that. England, okay. Shout out to England. I did like Donda, but after Donda, I don't know, something in me was just like not interested in Kanye's music. Nothing he dropped, nothing he did just pulled me. I don't buy Kanye's clothes. How about you, America? I'm from New Orleans, but nothing he did really stood out to me. I don't buy his clothes. Like, I appreciate Kanye as a musician and an artist, but lately I just ain't been feeling it. You understand what I'm saying? So, and he's been doing this weird stuff that he's been doing for, it's got to be almost 10 years at this point. Almost 10 years it has to be, because Life of Pablo was what, 2015, 2016? So it's about to be 10 years that Kanye has been doing this. I'm going to do random rants and say the most offensive things, but then I'm going to be a Christian, and then I'm going to not be a Christian, and then I'm going to exploit women, and then I'm going to be a Christian again, and then I'm going to be racist, be anti-Semitic, be anti-black, and then I'm going to be like, and it's just tiring. It's just weird. And the fact that he can still have a #1 hit record like he did last year, he can still make $20 million in a day off of a Super Bowl commercial. People still go buy his shoes. People still buy this and that. It just really just goes to show you how Cornwall, England. I've never heard of that. Cornwall. It just goes to show you how we try and want to believe. It's a belief that we want to have. We want to believe that the world is progressive. We want to believe that things are changing. We want to believe this and that. We want to believe these things. But the reality is, and reality always shows in multiple ways through multiple people, it always shows people only care about themselves. People only care about what affects them personally. If he ain't say nothing about me, if I'm not black and not Jewish, and I'm a fan of Kanye, yeah, what he's saying is wrong, but hey, it is what it is. I still like his music. Or as people like to say now, I like to separate the art from the artist. Makes no sense, because the artist makes the art. And if the artist is taking the nonsense that he's saying out in regular life and putting it in the art, then you're supporting what he's saying. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just weird. I'm not interested in listening to Kanye, the Bully Project, or anything, to be honest with you. But it just needs to stop. A lot of these things, and always tie them together. Always tie them together at the end of the episode. We have a man that is suffering the consequences for his actions, trying to chastise and talk down to people who did not give him money for his lawyer fees. We have a it looks like, I'm not gonna say this is what's going on, but it looks like in a state that has taken advantage of the death of the person that they represent. It looks like they took advantage of Biggie's mama's death, and I was selling part of his estate for 100 to 150 million dollars, which is capitalism at its finest. And then we have someone trying to exploit religion while also trying to be anti-Semitic and anti-black. And it's just terrible stuff going on. But this is a constant thing that's just going on in the world, where it's just people just taking advantage and exploiting people and exploiting ideas and exploiting people's sensitive areas to make money for themselves. Because the Sunday service is just another payday for him. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have a brother and a sister. The Sunday service is just a payday for him. Selling Biggie, 50% of Biggie's catalog is just a payday for the people that represent his estate. And Tory Lanez, whether you did or you didn't do it, you're doing the time. You apparently made a whole lot of money being independent. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you spent some money on your case and stuff like that, but you're still putting music out, so you're still making money off of your music. If you're still independent, as far as I know, you're still independent. You still have a nice size fan base. You still have people that still go and listen to your music. You allegedly gave money to, who was it, Casanova? Somebody said that Tory Lanez gave them money while they was in jail. So you're still giving out money. I think it was like 75,000. It was something. You're still making money. You're still giving out money. You're still generating income and generating revenue behind bars. So for you to complain saying nobody wanted to help me out but Chris Brown, shout out to Chris Brown, and you're going through what you're going through and he's went through what he's went through, it's just entitlement, narcissism, all these things that runs across all three of these stories. Kanye is a narcissist. A lot of these people that run these estates don't really care about the person they're representing. They just want to pad their pockets. They want to be attached to something valuable. So when the opportunity comes, they can have a big payday. And it seems like Biggie's mama dying was the opportunity for them to have a big payday. They didn't wait months down the line, years down the line. They waited a few weeks. And now it's trying to sell 50% of his likeness and everything for 100 million to 150 million dollars. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But that's it for me. We're going to try and get a few clips out of this, post it. Follow me on Instagram, kxnganonmusic on Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I have my own music store, kxnganonmusic.shop. The link is in the description. What else? I'll be on my Twitch in a few hours. So go and subscribe. Go follow me on Twitch, kxnganon. Yeah. I'll be back next week. Let's see what's going to happen this week in America, this week in Earth, in the universe. And that's it for me. I'm out. Too sweet. Deuce.